In service delivery, there's a myth that predicting bottlenecks requires expensive consultants and complex tools. But what if you could forecast these issues with data-driven precision? Today, I'll show you how PredictBottlenecks makes this possible, transforming guesswork into actionable insights. Let's explore why bottleneck prediction is so challenging. Service delivery involves dynamic variables like demand spikes, resource skills, and process dependencies. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Most managers rely on spreadsheets or gut feeling, which leads to missed SLAs and reactive scrambles. Generic tools fail because they can't capture service-specific patterns such as ticket escalation paths or resolution time correlations. The real problem is that bottlenecks emerge from subtle trends like a gradual increase in certain request types that go unnoticed until operations slow down. Now, the technical method behind PredictBottlenecks. It uses predictive analytics based on historical data and real-time metrics. We start by establishing adaptive baselines for key performance indicators, like average handling time or queue lengths. These baselines evolve with seasonal trends. Then, machine learning models detect anomalies and predict future states. A key concept is the bottleneck precursor signal, which combines multiple metrics that historically led to slowdowns. For instance, a rise in pending approvals alongside reduced agent availability might signal an impending bottleneck. This approach differs from simple alerting by considering factor interactions, reducing false alarms, moving to the software solution. PredictBottlenecks integrates with your existing systems such as ServiceNow or Jira, ingesting data seamlessly. It continuously analyzes this data, calculating risk scores for each process step. You get a dashboard highlighting potential bottlenecks with timeframes, like high risk of delay in incident resolution within 48 hours. The system maintains a complete audit trail, logging every prediction with supporting data for compliance. Additionally, scenario modeling lets you simulate changes like adding staff or adjusting priorities to see how bottlenecks shift. Let me walk you through a hypothetical example. Imagine managing a cloud migration with variables like batch size, network bandwidth, and team expertise. PredictBottlenecks analyzes past migration data, current resources, and real-time metrics. It might forecast that if batch size exceeds 50 servers per day, the verification step becomes a bottleneck due to limited QA capacity. With this insight, you could adjust the schedule or allocate extra QA resources. The outcome? You avoid delays, stay on budget, and meet client expectations without last-minute stress. On compliance and reporting, PredictBottlenecks generates detailed yet accessible reports. For auditors, there are traceable logs showing prediction methodologies. For stakeholders, executive summaries with visuals like heat maps and trend lines explain risks and actions. These reports align with frameworks like ITIL or ISO 2000, simplifying due diligence in service management. In summary, PredictBottlenecks empowers you to shift from reactive to proactive service delivery. By forecasting bottlenecks, you allocate resources smarter, meet SLAs consistently, and boost customer satisfaction. It's about gaining control through data,